Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. First of all, I want to say thank you because I hit 400,000 subscribers, which is absolutely amazing, and I wouldn't have made this without you guys, so thank you so much. But for today I'm going to show you this sort of smoky cat eye with a glitter liner, and I'll be using the Naked 2 palette by Decay Cosmetics. So I'm going to start using this matte light shade, which is called Foxy, and I'm going to apply this underneath my brow bone. So in one of my previous videos I asked you guys if you wanted to see more videos from the Urban Decay Naked palettes, and most of you wanted to see this, so that's why I'm using this palette today. Now the next shade I'll be using is called Tease, and I'm going to blend this all over in my crease, going from the inner corner to the outer corner, and just blending this all the way. And if you're wondering, the white things that are around my eyes are shadow shields, and you can get them at anychude.com. So this is the only matte neutral shade in this palette besides Foxy, and I'm kind of disappointed because I would never go in with shimmery shades in my crease. So this is basically the only option that I have with this palette. So yeah, I would personally not buy this palette, to be super honest with you guys. Just because it only has one neutral matte shade. Because the Foxy one is so light, you can't really use it as a transition shade. So now I'm going in with this light icy white shade, which also has a super soft grayish undertone. And I'm going to apply this in my inner corner using a MAC 242 brush. And I really had to use a fixing spray on my brush because it really didn't have that much pigmentation. So now I'm going in with this light, I'm not really sure what kind of shade it is, kind of taupey, I'm not sure how to pronounce. I'm going to blend this in the middle part. And again, I really needed to use a wet brush because it didn't have a lot of pigmentation. Yeah, so I'm really sounding very negative at this point, but I really wanted to film this video just for those who already own this palette and not sure what they are going to do with it. So now I'm going in with the shade Busted, and I'm going to apply this in my outer V just to darken it up slightly. And I'm still using that same MAC 242 brush. So now to darken it up even more, I'm going in with this matte shade, which is called Blackout. It has a super gentle sparkle, which you can barely see. So I really consider this more like a matte shade. But I'm going to blend this in my outer V and just trying to slowly build it up. And the brush that I'm using is a E45 by Sigma Beauty. So now I'm going to remove that shadow shield, and I still had some fallout. I had to place this shadow shield a little bit lower to avoid that, but yeah, not a big problem. I just wiped it away with my brush. So now I'm using my Sigma Wicked Gel Eyeliner, and I'm going to use this to create my cat wing, and also I created a line above my lash line. The brush that I'm using for this wing is a angled brow brush, also by Sigma Beauty. They have a winged liner brush which looks almost exactly the same. But to be honest, I prefer using this brow brush instead of the winged liner brush. I feel like this one is a little bit more thin or flat, not sure. So you can make a more thin line at the end, which I really like. So now I'm going to use this Star Liner by Natasha Denona, and I'm going to use the sparkle one, and I'm going to apply this straight on top of my gel eyeliner. Because this eye look is quite simple, I just wanted to give this look something extra, so that's why I went for this glitter liner. So now for my waterline, I'm going to use the Marc Jacobs Blacker pencil, which is one of their highliner pencils, and I really like their matte pencils. They stay perfectly in place in the waterline. So I'm just going to apply it in my waterline, of course, and also a little bit above my upper lash line to make it extra smoky and black. So now I'm going in with the Blackout eyeshadow again, and I'm going to apply this now underneath my waterline. And I'm just softly pressing the shade and also sort of making blending motions, if that makes sense. And if you have contacts, I would be a little bit careful because the eyeshadow might come in your eyes, and I'm not sure if that's going to irritate. But I always also apply it on top of my waterline to make it look extra black. So now to blend that out, I'm going in with the shade Pistol, which is a shimmery shade, and I'm just going to blend this out. Just going back and forth with my brush until I find that it looks like well blended enough. I always go in with matte shades to blend out my waterline, but I did feel like it looked really nice by using a shimmery shade. It gives a sort of different effect and I really liked it. So now I'm going back in with this icy light shade and I'm going to apply a little bit more of that in my inner corner. I also use this shade on the eyelid. So now for mascara, I'm going to use the Bad and Bold Lash Mascara, and it has two applicators, which I really like. So first I'm going in with this tiny applicator, and then on top of that, I'm going in with the bold applicator to give it a little bit more volume and to give it that extra length. So now for my lashes, I went in with the Anytude Sultry Lashes. I have a special discount code in the description bar. And yeah, this is already the end of the video. I really hope you enjoy watching. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, that would be so sweet. And yeah, I hope to see you in the next video. Bye guys!